Hey guys, it's Jaden, and today we're talking about The Expanse. I am really excited to be doing this. We're doing Expanse Season 5, Episode 1. We're talking about Exodus, and I'm not doing recaps this time. I'm really just going to talk about it because I have a lot of these to do. And they're coming out 3 episodes a week, and I'm splitting each episode up because I feel like each episode should probably get the birth that it deserves. In terms of like how Amazon is choosing to distribute the show, I think that The Expanse has finally gotten a good amount of fan base right around it. Granted, with it ending season 6, I really did hope that, they bump it up just a little bit, to really ride this wave of The Expanse. Because I feel like we're only going to get like 3 or 4 weeks of The Expanse. But at the same time, nobody watches Prime TV for TV. Like, who really uses Prime Video? Like, anyway, here we go, getting into it. If you haven't watched the episode, you should probably go do that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and come back because I'm about to bring it to you every single week. First things first, we'll start with the man of the hour, James Holden, my guy. We all know this man has a hero complex. We all know that somehow he's always going to get trapped up in some type of situation with somebody doing something, doing somewhere. And I'm just really like baffled at like, come on, my guy. Like, I guess this is the first time that he's pretty much going to be alone because basically everyone in Rocinante is kind of going their own ways. Great, they're doing that this season. But actually, I'm kind of cool with that because like we're probably going to get to see different elements of people's lives that we never got to see. And we've already met Holden's family, so he doesn't really have to go. He's kind of really content. Like, his storyline as a person is kind of done. I think my friend told me a couple years ago that Holden, I think he told me like last year that Holden actually isn't even, I think he died or something like that. I don't know. In the books. So I don't really know necessarily what's happening there, but I do think that it's probably good that we're going to explore like a downtime Holden because Amos going back to Earth is more exciting. Naomi going to go find Philip is more exciting. Alex getting shit on by everybody on Mars. It's not exciting, but it's just really sad to watch. This man basically, I'm pretty sure the reason why his wife and his son don't like him is because like he didn't come home when he found out he was alive. And I'm like, he really couldn't. He was a fugitive. Like, what'd you expect him to do? And they're all mad about him over that. I'm like, what'd you expect this man to do? Like, what? Like, he in the middle of an interstellar war, y'all out here worried about your own feelings, ma'am. Boy, he done saved the universe multiple times over. Like, at this point, you can give this man a break. Especially his ex-wife. I'm like, I get where she's coming from. Like, she had to go get her another job, or she lost her job, and then she had to move. I get it. I hear you. But, like, Alex does not deserve to get shit on as much as he does. But at the same time, a Martian Western bar, in theory, just sounds so funny to me. Not them on saddles as their seats. That's hilarious. That's all we're really getting out of Alex. But also, I think like in terms of like Mars, since we're talking about Alex and I'm gonna smoothly transition, segue. And we're talking about Mars. Mars was already in economic collapse, really, as of like last season, since the wormhole, whatever you want to call it, the window, since it opened last. Yeah, so now that they don't have to work that hard, they were already having issues. Then after the big giant explosion, I forgot honestly what actually happened. Like, somebody was stealing somebody, selling something. But last season when they stole that thing and Bobby was there, it just kind of ruined everything from there on. So I'm pretty sure that's pretty much causing Mars to go through a recession. And you know what? The Expanse is probably the only space show that's like, yeah, we're about to have a recession. We're having a recession. Because like Star Trek don't have a recession. Star Trek, they just magically come out of nowhere. Let me get some credits. Let me fabricate that. We got realism. We got problems here. Bobby's just mad. Bobby is secretly working for Avasarala, which I'll get to later because I'm a little confused about. But let me hit up Naomi. Naomi finding out that Philip is still alive and she has to go find Philip at Perko Station or wherever the hell. I don't know where this man's going to go, but her going without Holden, I guess, is probably the best move. But it's just kind of like, Huh. I don't know. I just feel like it's weird that she wouldn't allow Holden to come with her, but it makes a lot of logical sense. And it really kind of forces this element of the four main people, the Rocinante, being split apart, right? So I really don't have anything to add to that. I just think Naomi's kind of walking to a snake's den at this point. Again, only watch episode 1, so I don't really know what else is going to happen. But I hope, she's fine. But she's definitely going to run into Marco. She's definitely going to at least find her son. Her son's going to be like, no, Mom. Also, how old is Naomi? That she got a whole ass teenage, almost 20-year-old son. Like, how old is she? When did she have this baby? I mean, maybe because they don't really got gravity like that. That, you know, the melanation that was already in there just was not falling, was not cracking. So I guess we're going to have to stand that. But yeah, Naomi really didn't have that much of an interesting like storyline with this episode. I think this episode was really pushed along by Amos because, one, he's traveling by himself, which, you know, this man is somebody who really doesn't need to travel by himself. Let's just be honest here. And then he gets on this this freighter and tells his people, like, no, these people aren't going to get paid because they're trying to exploit them to pay for the insurance, whatever. And Amos is like, let me go whoop their ass real quick. Amos whoops their ass, and I'm just like, okay. I already know that as he's traveling to Earth, we're about to really find out more about, like, his past and where he's been. Amos is my favorite character. Hands down, by far. I just think he's great. My only thing is when he got to Luna and he got into Avasarala, I was just thinking, like, wow, this man really does like Avasarala a lot. And I don't know if this is like a weird flirtation but it's a weird flirtation that Amos has towards her. And it's like kind of creepy, but I love it. I love them having their dialogue, them having their conversation. I'm really looking forward to what we're going to get going onto Earth, I believe, in the next episode. Avasarala being appointed the ambassador or whatever the hell, checkpoint person of the UN to Luna. I'm like, whatever. Just whatever. I mean, her not being the queen of Earth, but now all of a sudden running a shadow government or a spy agency like she's command, that is a whole separate thing. People really just don't. I think the show is really indicative of the fact of, like, there are some people that, you know, typically, you know, they make kind of crappy choices sometimes, but they're typically not wrong in what they're saying. And I think Holden and the kind of Avasarala is kind of like that. Avasarala kind of got pushed to that status of, like, I'm not really wrong with what I'm saying. Like, why aren't y'all listening to a word I'm saying? And I think that Avasarala basically making Bobby run missions and at the same time still trying to track Marco, it makes you think, like, is the actual UN doing anything? And I don't think that they're doing anything to the extent that she is, because I don't think that the new person, I forgot her name, but I don't think that she probably takes them really as a threat, because she really thought that all the things that Avasarala was doing was shady and covert and behind the scenes, and it's like she didn't really understand, like, some of that stuff was necessary. Like, you can't get, you know, some eggs cooked if, you know, you don't go behind a couple people's backs and take some people out. Like, it's not gonna happen, right? So, I don't know. That's just a whole weird thing in itself. But I guess going back to Holden and Fred Johnson's conversation, because I think that was also a pivotal conversation, was being like, why do you have the proto-molecule? What are you doing? Because he found out that the Tycho station has it. And he's like, the OPA does not need the proto-molecule. And I get where Fred Johnson is. It's a nuclear deterrent. Being like, if they try and mess with us, we're just going to unleash it upon them. But, like, Holden being like, nah, there's some weird beings in there. There are some monsters. You need to realize, like, this is some shit. And the fact that Fred Johnson does not believe him that Miller was in his head, like, it just seems like he's really dismissing him because, like, the big enemy or the big threat is not, you know, big threat isn't, like, a thing now. And I'm like, that is not fair enough of a reason not to trust Holden. Like, but at the same time, Fred Johnson really bringing up the conversation of, like, you need to find a way just to settle down. Like, you don't owe anything to anyone. You've done all you can. And I think that's an important thing to know also, because, like, Holden, why do you care so much? But at the same time, if he doesn't care, no one else seems like they're really going to give it the same amount of birth and energy that it deserves. So if basically he did all that just to basically die in the end, what's the point? What was the reason? Truly, what was the reason? So I don't know. We kind of just have to hope for the best at this point. I think in terms of like season 5, you know what? Immensely already better than season 4. And it's not that season 4 was bad. It was a very contained story. And this is kind of contained too over 12 days. Because I'm pretty sure by the end of like last season, when we were dealing with Marco and the Rocks, I thought they were like right there. So I'm guessing we got pushed back a little bit. I don't know, I thought they were like right there about to hit Earth, but I guess we didn't get that. So I guess we'll get that eventually. Another thing, yeah, about like Marco's son, I believe. Sorry, not Marco's son, Philip. Basically destroying that station. Like, I don't have time for OPA secret or the Belter rebellion. I don't have time for that. I don't know what's happening there, so I'm just gonna let that go for now. We're still trying to figure that out, but I am really excited to see where season goes. I really do hope that, I'm gonna be honest, I really wanted to see Earth get hit. It's sad to say, but I was kind of hyped up to see Earth get hit because I think that is such a different situation they've had to deal with. Even though they really need to be thinking more interstellar, and they're really just thinking within their little section. But I think this is probably the growing pains of like the idea of expanding out more until they find peace to expand out more. I don't know. It's some weird stuff. But anyway, I don't know. If you liked the first episode, let me know in the comments. I really want to talk to y'all about it. Keep it coming. I'm about to bring it to you. So, and yeah, I'll probably be in the same shirt whenever I shoot these videos because we're gonna churn them out. Will they be released at the same time? Who knows? Will I edit them in enough time? Who knows? Is Star Trek Discovery probably gonna finish at the same time as Expanse? Again, who knows? We're gonna see if this works. This is really the key points, the key takeaways that I'm thinking of today, and key things that I was really enjoying about the show. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you really are, messing with it. Really want to have that conversation. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much.